This is $1 million question. Whole world people are questioning whether God does exist or not. So from today onwards, for next few episodes, we will try to understand this topic about the existence of God systematically, logically, with reasonable proofs and many scientific facts, and understand whether God exists or not. So let us explore what exactly it is all about. Now, when we see about atheism, many people claim that we are atheists, meaning we don't believe in God, and many claim we are theists, we believe in God, but none of them have a clear logical understanding about why they love God, or why they believe in God, or why they hate God, or they don't believe in God. So let us try to understand some facts and figures. Now in the world, many people, when they fill up the form, they write whether are you a Christian, Muslim, or a Hindu, or what exactly you are. Many people tick that I am an atheist, and many people claim that I am an atheist. And some people, they have undergone so many problems in their life, and they feel because I am undergoing so many problems, that means there is no God. People claim publicly. Let us see some figures about atheism in the world. In the world, you see there are so many countries with the ratio of atheism being increasing every year after year. So quite astonishing. And without a God, so even if you take just one country, America, you can see 67% men are, they claim that they are atheists, meaning they don't believe in God. This statistics say more men than women are atheists. And another statistics say 62% of the youth who come under the age between 18 to 29, they claim themselves to be atheists. Now, let me tell you a story. One time, there was a very famous saint, very intelligent, a man with wisdom. He was living in Himalayas, and in one of the village, the head of the village, they met this sadhu or a saint. They invited him that please come to our village and enlighten all the people in the village. And the saint agreed, yes, I will come. So the saint arrived in the village, and before that, the entire village people, they had made a huge arrangement, a big pandal program they had organized for the sadhu to come and sit and give pravachan or talk about God. They had made a huge asan so that sadhu could sit on the top of the asan and see the entire crowd, because lakhs and lakhs of people had gathered. So the head of the villager, he went and received the sadhu, and he said, Sadhuji, Sadhu Maharaj, please come sit on this big asan and take the mic and please speak about God. And the sadhu said, with pleasure. And the sadhu comes and sits on the huge asan, and lakhs of people have gathered, and the mic was given, and the organizer comes and garlands the speaker, the sadhu, the saint, and the saint takes the mic and opens his talk by asking one question to all the assembled people. The saint asks, how many of you believe in God? And everybody raised their hands. Swamiji, we believe in God, we believe in God, we believe in God. And the saint, the sadhu says, all of you, you believe in God, and what is the use of me coming here and speaking about God? That's okay, I am living. And he gets down from the asan and he leaves the place. And all the people were bewildered by seeing the action done by the sadhu. And the head of the people, they come, they meet together, they with great struggle tries to understand what exactly is happening to the sadhu, and they make a plan. Again we will invite him. If he asks the same question, we know what to do. I think by now all of you have understood what the plan is all about. The head of the village, Sarpanch, again he goes, convinces the sadhu to come back again and speak about God. And to the surprise of everyone, sadhu did come again. He sits on the asan, he was given the mic, the organizer puts him a garland, and the sadhu begins his talk by asking the same question. What is the question? How many of you present here believe in God? What happens? No one raised their hands. Everyone says, we don't believe in God, we don't believe in God. Then sadhu says, all of you, you are all atheists, you don't believe in God. And what is the use of me coming here? And if I associate with you people, I will also become an atheist. So better I will leave. And immediately sadhu leaves the place. Further, everyone are again bewildered. They didn't know what to do, because they were very adamant that they wanted to hear from sadhu, because he is a man with wisdom, but unfortunately he is not speaking. Again, all the head, they come together, they meet and they make the final plan. This plan was like a checkmate to the sadhu. Now the sadhu cannot escape. I think all of you got the plan. Now again, third time they invite the sadhu. Sadhu comes, sits on the big asan, takes the mic and asks the same question. How many of you believe in God? What was the answer? People who are sitting on the right side, they said, we believe in God, we believe in God, we believe in God. And people who are sitting on the left, they started saying, we don't believe in God, we don't believe in God, we don't believe in God. And the sadhu said, half of the people on the right side, you believe in God, talk to the people on the left side who don't believe in God, and you discuss about the God. What is the purpose of me coming here and sitting and speaking about God? And again he leaves. Looks like a very funny story, but gives a very, very important and pertinent lesson for our life. And what is that? So this clearly explains our faith in God is based on either some situation or maximum some sentiments. And what is the situation? In this situation, if the situation demands you to say that I believe in God, and we don't mind saying I believe in God, if the situation demands you that to say I don't believe in God, and you don't mind saying I don't believe in God, this is not the faith what we are looking for. But unfortunately our faith in God depends on some situation or some sentiments.